Kujenga mahusiano, building relationships. That is the subject of this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Carla Stewart, Notary Public, commissioned here in the state of Ohio. I'm also a remote online notary. And so I wanted to talk today about the importance of building relationships in business. So what I said was kujenga mahusiano. Kujenga means to build. Mahusiano is relationships in Swahili. Remember, quite some time ago, I did a video explaining why learning a language was helping me in my notary public business and dealing with people. So I thought I'd use a little bit here today because specifically of the word Jenga. Now, many of you might be familiar with the game Jenga. It is literally building, and then, you take a piece out. It's because you were trying not to allow that, what you build, to fall. So why don't we think about that game in relation to what I'm talking about today, our subject, building relationships. So in the game, you take pieces out and you hope by being strategic that you don't allow the whole structure to fall. And you're also building on one block in an effort to get it as big as it possibly can be, or as tall as it could be. So let's talk about that in relation to building relationships in business. I'd like to share with you what I did today. I received a phone call some days ago from a title agency that I've worked with before. I have a good relationship with them, and in particular, one particular location here in Central Ohio. And based on that relationship, I now have a solid relationship with other locations of this nationwide title agency. So thankfully, I've received calls from other locations, and they have allowed me to service their clients, buying and selling properties. So as I said, a few days ago, I got a call about it was a buyer. And then it was a round table situation. Well, we've talked about what a round table is previously, but I'll refresh your memories. For those of you who are new here, a round table is where a buyer and a seller are together at a signing appointment. And at that appointment, I am conducting the loan signing for the seller so that they can sign their documents to sell their home or their property. And I'm also conducting the signing for the buyer who is buying that same property. So that is a round table loan signing. So I was contracted by this title agency who for this particular location. So I had never worked with this location or the folks from this location. So I have a good relationship. I have a good recommendation from the location that I have first been introduced to and worked with. And that was quite some time ago when we first established that relationship. And I've done closings for them as well over the last many months. So I was able to handle their loan signing at their office. And that location is probably a good 30 miles from me. And that's fine for the most part. I don't mind going that far. But as I've mentioned before, I usually don't drive more than about 30 miles or 30 minutes unless it's a direct client. So In other words, usually if it's through a signing service, I usually won't go further than a 30-minute drive because it's just too far. It can be a hassle. It's wear and tear on my vehicle. And that's our family vehicle. So I don't want to wear it down completely. I'm already driving a lot in this business. So I conducted the loan signing at the title agency, again, about 30 miles or so away from my home office. Then they had me take care of that round table signing. And guess what? That's about an hour away. Yes, I drove 100 miles today. But why did I do that? Because I have a good reputation with this title company. And not only do I want to keep that good reputation, but also I am building a relationship. I am now a trusted resource, a trusted asset to this particular title company that has several locations in the Central Ohio area where I am located. So yes, I will drive that 100 miles, and to be honest, it was a little more than that. I will drive that 100 miles to keep that good relationship. It was well worth it. That's a whole hour drive away and then an hour back. So why did I do it? Again, it's because of the relationship that I have built with this particular title agency. And even though it's local, it's also it's a nationwide title agency. I want my name to be at the top of the list when anyone in the country has a loan signing in the Central Ohio area and even outside of the Central Ohio area, because that's what I did today. I drove an hour, and then of course that's 2 hours round trip. So going back to our illustration about the game Jenga, I am continually building on the relationship that I have already established with this particular title agency. So my advice to you is, if you are getting into business for yourself, whether you want to be a notary public, whether you want to be a notary public who is also trained and certified to handle loan signings, regardless of how you want to handle it, whatever you want to do in business, you could be in retail, you may want to start a tech biz, whatever it is, remember that building relationships with your customers, your clients, your clientele is extremely important. You want your name to be at the top of the list whenever they think of your particular industry. So I am hoping that this particular title agency continues to call me and handle loan signings with their clients. I always bring my A game to every single loan signing appointment, every single time. Every single time for any notary appointment. So whether it's a general notary work appointment, such as someone calling me to notarize their signature on a vehicle title, or go to a nursing home to sign for a power of attorney, or trust docs, whatever it is. If it is a remote online notarization, which by the way, I've done a lot lately, love it. Or if I am sitting in front of a buyer and or a seller, or someone who's refinancing their home, taking out a HELOC, doing a commercial loan, it doesn't matter. I bring my A game. And so my advice to you is always bring your A game. Make sure that you are building relationships so that you never, ever fall down. I am Carla Stewart, owner of Superior Signature Notary Service. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in to this channel today. Please like and subscribe. so that you can be educated on all things notary related and business related. Thanks again for watching. Have an amazing day.